Hey, it's Iran here. In this tech tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up an email campaign in System.io. So an email campaign is essentially a series of emails that are pre-written and set up in a sequential process, whether it's every day, every week, every 3 days, depending on what duration you want to send the email or what is the timeline that you want to send the emails, but they're done sequentially. So once an email campaign is triggered through an action, i.e. somebody subscribes to your list or they buy something or something like that, then the sequence of emails or the email campaign is going to start. So on day 1, they will get an email as soon as they subscribe, and then day 2, they'll get another one, and maybe day 3, and then day 6, or however sequence you choose. All of that is customizable. Now, I have pre-written the email campaign as a rough outline. I may make some changes along the way as part of this, and I'm going to show you how to set it up in System.io. So this is a tech tutorial. Now, in case you want to learn how I've written this email sequence, and how I used AI to create this and help me do that, then I have a different training video on this inside my course, Email Sequence in a Day. The link is going to be in the description for you to check it out. That is a paid digital product. So let me go ahead and share with you how to set up the text side in System.io. So you're going to hover over emails, you're going to click on campaigns, and you're going to click on create. Now, I'm going to draw your attention to something. You see how you've got this red asterisk here? Sender email address. So I've already verified the email address and done all those steps. If you haven't done those tech integrations and have a professional email address, then I recommend you go to aran.link/tech integrations and go through my mini course on doing all the tech integrations that are required to be done in System.io. Once you go through all of that, you can then go ahead and set up an email campaign, but you got to do those tech integrations first. So I'm assuming you've done that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a name. So the campaign is going to be free leads follow-up. So then this email campaign is going to trigger once someone creates a free account for Typing Helper, which is the software that I'm selling, and is being followed up to upgrade to a paid account. Click on save. So now I've got a bit of a description. Now I'm going to click into the campaign and I got to create the first email. So I'm going to click on create, and we got now going to go back to the Google Doc, and I'm going to say, welcome to Typing Helper. Okay, so let's do this. And I'm going to use the classic editor because I prefer to use that. And then I'm going to actually copy and paste the email. So let's go and copy this entire thing like so. Perfect. Now, there's a couple of points. I'm going to also say, hey there, and then I'm going to click on Substitutions, and I'm going to choose first name. So in case I collected the person's first name, it's going to appear dynamically right here. Hey there, Joe. Hey there, Bill. Hey there, Mary. But if it's not going to, if I didn't collect their first name, which is sometimes that's the case, then it's just going to be blank. So it's just to say, hey there, and that's it. Around here, co-founder of Typing Helper. And then I can customize the email just to make sure it's all good. Let's assume that this email is perfect and I'm gonna get the link. So I will hyperlink. So let's just say, let's go to typinghelper.io, go to pricing, and let's just assume that that's the link. Now, in terms of the link, there's a couple of points. Number one, I can click on the font color and make the thing in blue. That's option number one. It's probably a good thing. And then make it in bold as well. Okay. Now I will customize other things here, but I just want to show you example number one. Now I'm going to do save and publish. And I'm going to send this after 0 days. That's what you want to do. And time when the email should be sent. Now it's going to be sent immediately, basically. So as soon as they sign up, they're going to get this. And this is going to be day 0, meaning as soon as they sign up, they get it instantly. Now I'm going to exit this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually duplicate this email. Now I'm going to go back to the Google Doc. We'll go to number 2, what are text replacements? And then I'm going to copy the email. The PS is always the same. So I'm going to leave this here. Okay. And then I'm going to click on save and publish. Now, I'm going to pretend like this email is complete. It's not complete. I still got to make some changes, but for the text side, I want to show you how to do this. So now let me explain. This email will be sent after this email, meaning this is the second email. And I want it to be sent 1 day later. So I will choose days and number 1. I can also do 2 days and it will be after 2 days, but I want to do it the next day exactly at the same time, 24 hours exactly later. Click on save, click on exit. You can see they're both published now. And you could see that by seeing the green. Let's do the next one. Duplicate, click on confirm, go to email number 3, go to email number 3. Okay, now I'm going to click here, save and publish, and I want it to be 1 day after email number 2, which is this one. Okay, click on save, click on exit, and then I'm going to duplicate, click on confirm. Let's go to email number 4, grab the text. Okay, click on save and publish. And again, this is going to be 1 day after the reviews email. Click on activate. Perfect. Exit. And now you can see that we've got a sequence of emails. Let's duplicate. Email number 5. I may change the subject line and the email itself, but I just wanted to show you how to set up the email. Okay, let's delete all this. Save and publish. 1 day after as well. Exit. And that's it, 5 emails. Perfect. So now we've got an email sequence. Now that the email sequence is complete, I can now go back to campaigns and you'll just have to make sure that it really is all live. So you can see that if you go and click into the email like here, you will see that all of these are in green. That just means that the email campaign is now live. And then the next thing is once you make sure that everything is good, then you can simply trigger the email sequence in whatever automations you have set up in your funnel, in your course area and stuff like that. Now that I've shown you all of that and actually creating the campaign, I'll show you how to set it up. So the automation to trigger it and also to stop it at the right time. So in this case, I have a workflow. So when somebody signs up for a free account, I'm going to have that email sequence trigger automatically. So when a free account is added, click on the plus button, click on action, and then I'm going to subscribe them to the campaign. And then also when somebody becomes a paying subscriber and now they've actually made a purchase, I want the email sequence to stop. So I will click on the plus button, click on action, and I'm going to choose unsubscribe from the free leads follow-up as well, because obviously now that they bought, I don't want to keep emailing them as well. Now, I just wanted to give you a quick recap on what it is that I just did with regards to the email sequence. So basically, the email sequence is there for people who sign up for free, and I'm trying to get them to pay for the software subscription that I got. Now, when they register for free, which is using this workflow, notice that it's not active. I still have to activate that by clicking here and click on activate, and it's not ready yet, but this is just a demo of how it will work. Now the thing is about it is that I want the email sequence to keep going until they actually upgrade, and then of course from a user experience I don't want to keep emailing them to say upgrade when they've already paid. And this is why I have this workflow. So when they pay, this workflow is going to trigger, and one of the steps that I need to take place is that they get unsubscribed from the free follow-up of the email sequence because they've already paid. So that's basically what we just set up. And I've got it set up through workflows because that is the specific use case that I've got. But in some cases, you may set it up elsewhere, specifically under sales funnels. So let's just do a little demo just so you can understand where else you would set it up. So I'm just going to call this buyer workflow, just for demonstration purposes. And we're going to choose custom. It doesn't really matter the currency, any of that. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not setting up anything actually here. But basically, the first step is going to be opt-in, and then you would choose opt-in page. And then we'll choose a template just for demonstration purposes. So let's say we'll pick this one. And then the automation rules right here is going to be add rule, trigger, funnel step subscribed, and the action is to subscribe to the email campaign. And then, and this is assuming I don't have the workflows that I have set up here. I'm actually going to use workflows in this case, but I'm showing you an example of how you would do it under sales funnels. So let's go buyer workflow. So when they opt in, they are going to be subscribed to the email sequence. And then we're going to add another step, and then we're going to call this order form, and we're going to scroll down and choose order form, and we're going to click on choose template again. We'll just choose any template, doesn't really matter for this demonstration. And then on the automation rules, so when somebody actually makes a payment, so when a new sale takes place, we want to unsubscribe them from the free leads email sequence. This is really important because you don't want to keep emailing them after they paid. So, of course, when they buy as well, you may want to, for example, tag them. You want to maybe send yourself some sort of a message. You might want to enroll them in a course, whatever it is that you want to do. But for the email marketing side of things, you want to make sure that they get unsubscribed from any email follow-up you have for them before they bought, basically. Okay, so that's about it. Hope you got value from this tutorial. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section. And again, if you want to learn how I wrote the email sequence and went through that process, then I've got a course on email marketing. You're going to see it on this page. And if you type in eran.link/email sequence, then it's going to take you to this particular sales page or order form, which is going to basically take you through what you need to do to get access to this particular course. And it's going to teach you how to write an email sequence.